What up? This is Dan from Ice Nine Kills, and I just wanted to give a shout out to the loudest podcast in all of music, the MoshCast, where they review albums, EPs from any and all genres. They even interview new and upcoming bands. It's a freaking great time. Keep moshing, motherfucker. MoshCast!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the loudest podcast in all of music, the MoshCast. And welcome to our best and worst albums and songs of 2021. Now, I will not be taking part of this. I already did my best and worst stuff this past week on my Instagram Live. Some of the people here were a part of that. Thank you for being a part of that as well. But now I get to sit back and I get to listen to their picks, which I'm very, very curious and also very worried. But yeah, let's go ahead and introduce everybody. First and foremost, he's always here, Mr. Jason Bailey, the Minecraft dude.
Yeah, you no surprise about this.
Oh yeah, you decided. What did you decide on?
I got this from college.
Oh, no, like, what did you decide on?
I decided on doing a standing ovation.
Okay, there we go.
Well, yeah, welcome to our traditional best and worst albums with the addition of songs of 2021. Here on the MoshCast, and Happy New Year.
Yeah. Oh yes, I forgot to mention this is our first ever episode of 2022.
Literally on the first.
Legitimately on
the first day of the month.
On the first day of
yeah, this is a traditional episode of ours every year.
Yeah. The first day of the MoshCast. All right. Next up, he is our resident lazy boy, ladies and gentlemen, Lucas Atencio. Lazy boy. Perfect.
I mean, that's not wrong. I just feel that way because you know what? 14 is driving me crazy. But anyways, because Mama got COVID, so there you go. That's why I'm like this. But anyways, I'm here to do the best and worst albums. Now I adjusted my list a little bit. Some may disagree, some may agree with my list. So we'll see what we get today.
All right. Hope this is better than whatever the bullshit we had last year was. Yeah. Keep in mind, one of those albums did not age well.
I said that to Jaden.
I know what you mean.
Do we want to put that out there, what that is, for people that don't know?
Oh, yeah, that would be Tickets to My Downfall.
We unfortunately have done an album last year of that.
We did an album review, and that was on all of our best lists last year. And just so you guys know, unfortunately, also, I forgot to mention, we're also doing the MoshCast Hall of Fame today.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So that means we are going to be going backwards and talking about some of the albums that, basically the whole point of how do you get into the MoshCast Hall of Fame, you have to get a resounding 5-star rating or a 10 out of 10 rating, basically. So yeah, we will be talking about all of those records. And unfortunately, Tickets to My Downfall is on that list. Yeah.
I was surprised we still included that.
Yes. I mean, it did. That's the rule, man. If it gets a resounding 10 out of 10, it's the rule. But let's just say that's pretty quick. All right. But next up, she is my friend. She is my co-host. She is the one person that I could talk to about literally anything, movies, music, video games, literally anything. Yep. And I just gotta say, the flag she has in the background is fucking awesome. Ladies and gentlemen.
It explains most of who I am as a person.
Exactly, and we love it for that. Ladies and gentlemen, what up for Madi? Madi.
Oh, I'll clap for myself. Thank you. I'm so excited. I didn't have songs on my list, but I will put at least a few songs that'll be in honorable mentions because it's literally last second. So yeah, I'm excited to talk about my list. I'm gonna piss some people off, but I don't care. I'm here for it.
That's what we love to do. We love to do that. All right, and next up, he is our resident assassin, one of our resident New Yorkers, because there's a shit ton of them on this podcast. Yeah. Oh yeah, I just realized there's 3 of them. Jesus Christ.
What up?
He has met a bunch of wrestlers. He ran into Jason and AJ this year, as I saw on his story last minute. But our resident psychopath, our resident assassin, our resident toy reviewer. Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Danker.
Yes, sir. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the MoshCast. I love doing this every year, talking about the best and worst albums, and I have some few songs. I'm in the same boat as Madi. I did not come prepared with songs, but they're going to be in some honorable mentions. I don't know. Fuck my life. Anyhow, let's get started.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and Dylan's here.
Oh,
Well,
hi.
I'll clap for you, Dylan.
Hey, that was me.
well.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Dylan.
I guess he's here. He's just existing.
Yeah, he's just here. Wait, guys, who's this random guy who just showed up? I don't know who he is.
There's this guy with like too much audio equipment that's in here.
Yeah, he has headphones and
Yeah.
a normal ass background. That's seriously. Look at you. You look like you're in a fucking old folks home.
I am.
I am.
Well,
Yeah, your hair, like your hair is fucking disgusting, dude. You look like the singer of Bad Omens with that haircut. And that's saying a lot because Bad Omens' singer is fucking awesome, and you're the exact opposite of that.
I'll take that as a compliment, but okay.
This is just the roast of Dylan, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can tell, Lucas said it best. I am the type of guy that really just doesn't give a shit anymore. So, and anyway, yeah, nice gray shirt, Dylan. Nice to see you came just prepared.
what does your shirt say? I'm trying to see what the fuck it says
Oh
here.
wait, that's right. It doesn't exist.
That's a good point.
Yeah, just like his high school diploma. Anyway, let's go ahead and get things started with the list. Yeah, oh yeah, by the way, guys, the rest of the MoshCast will be coming very soon. That's not even a joke. That is a real thing. I have jokes prepared, and I'm going to be roasting every single person here just for a quick video.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to be nice to you, Maddie. I am going to be very nice to you. Everyone else. Well, you and Niah, because you guys I talk to more often. You guys are. You're not.
You're about to get roasted.
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 Michael Scott.
What?
Also, MoshCast meets Mosh Talk is happening, so be prepared for that
Yes.
as well. Or I should say, MoshCast versus Mosh Talk.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, but anyway, let's go ahead and get things started. We blabbered our mouths long enough, but now we're going to blabber our mouths even more. So let's go ahead and get things started with the worst albums. And Tom's here.
Oh.
Tom!
Hey.
Oh.
Last second appearance.
I didn't know that we started.
Last second
Hey, that's perfectly fine. Dude. Welcome.
Welcome.
Yes, we literally just started, so you didn't miss anything.
Okay.
Yes. So welcome, Tom.
I'm good. Ready to do this first video of the year. Let's fucking do this.
Yeah, literally the first video of the year, and you just missed me roasting the shit out of Dylan. So saying his house looks like a fucking old folks' home, and that he looks like Prince Charming if he let himself go. Like that's pretty much like that.
Oh,
Hey,
jeez.
chill out, Corey Taylor.
He's just here.
Damn.
Hey, you know what? No, Corey Taylor. That's a compliment.
That's a compliment. That's his long lost dad.
In a microwave for like 42
Corey
hours.
Taylor's the man, bro. What are you talking about?
Wait, you saying I look like I've been in a microwave for a couple hours?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh, no.
Seriously, you look like you haven't slept in about a week with those bags under your eyes. Are you kidding me?
That's a good point.
Seriously, where'd you get those headphones from? Radio Shack? That went out of business like 4 years ago. Kid.
What this
Oh,
episode became.
This biggest came the roasting of.
Yeah, and I love your
web.
I also love your 1998 webcam. That's absolutely amazing.
1998 was a great year. Don't you shit on it.
All right, Maddie obviously wants me to roast her now. Okay, let's see. Maddie.
So you be nice.
So 2022, the year of roasting already.
Yeah.
You're roasting.
All right, let's just get to the fucking album. We're gonna get. Let's go ahead and get to our top 5 worst albums to start off with, because we want to start. Let's just get the bad stuff out of the way. So, who do you think we should go first? We have to have some sort of order. So I'm curious, Tom, you have your list, right?
In my head, yes, but yeah,
Okay.
I've been memorizing it.
So you know what? Let's start off with Maddie because I'm very curious of what hers are.
So
Everyone else has
I'm
some.
gonna start from like the bottom up. I only have 3. Oh man. Okay, so this isn't
We go one by one.
particularly my worst. It's just one I didn't really enjoy much. It's the new Architects record, For Those That Wish to Exist. It wasn't particularly my favorite. Like, it's not. It's dead. It's not that I didn't enjoy it. There were some songs that were like okay. I just think like Evolution is good, and I fully stand by that. But sometimes, if you just go like straight into an Evolution and it's just like too like octane rock or too radio rock, I can't do it. Like I just can't. And I feel like there was a lot of that on the record, and it was just,
Julian.
I'm not sorry, and it just wasn't really my cup of tea,
He's acting like a maniac.
literally. So yeah, that's number 3 on my worst albums list.
Okay. Man, what a way to start off. All right, Jason, you go next. What's your number 5?
All right, so we're going one by one, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off with.
Actually, first of all, since Maddie, you only have 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll wait until we get to everyone's number 2, and then we'll get to you. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, continue.
What, me?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 1, we reviewed this album back in February. It was Internet Killed a Rockstar by Modson.
That's on my list.
You're not supposed to say it yet. All right, anyway.
Anyways, so here's why. This album was boring, and it's not pop punk. Even though the fans consider it pop punk, it's not. Not. If you wanna have some real pop punk, go listen to State Champs.
Exactly. I agree. Listen to State Champs. Listen to Newfound
Modson
Glory.
is not that good. He sucks.
Yeah. Seriously.
He sucks as much as that album sucked too.
Yeah.
And I will say that album review was probably the worst one we've done in 2021.
Yeah. And because of a certain someone that we will never ever mention.
Moving on to the next person.
Anyway, Lucas.
I'm gonna go from. I'm gonna get my honorable mention out of the way, and I'm getting number 5 out of the way. I'm gonna work my way up.
Okay.
Honorable mention goes to the first Hall of Fame I pulled. It's a mid album overall. Didn't really like it. Just the same beats and all that shit. So didn't really like it. And number 5, another rap album gone here. Certified Love Boy by Drake. And here's the reason why it's on number 5. Let me just tell you, I miss the headlines. I miss If You Read This Too Late. I miss that era of Drake. This new era of Drake, I do not like. He has lost his touch. This man.
That's one way to describe it.
Like, when I listened to this, I was like, why? There was only like 4 or 5 good songs off that album. That was it. It's just bad.
Yeah. All right. Dylan, what is your number 5? I'm curious.
Well, I don't have anything on worst because I don't really like. I wouldn't say I've never heard a really bad album. It's just I know what I don't like and I don't go to that area. If you know what I mean.
Okay, so we'll just wait for the best list then.
So there is like one album that I've listened to and I've never gone back to, but it would offend people in here because I think probably everyone likes this album.
Okay, Telly.
Don't assume.
It was the New Rise Against album. I didn't like the style.
I don't even listen to them, so I'm not
Telling you. I'm just not that.
Okay, Josh, going ahead.
All right, for worst, I'm gonna put. I mean, Lucas already said one of my worst albums, but I'm gonna say Khaled by DJ Khaled. And I'll tell you why.
Great album name.
Great.
As much as I like DJ Khaled's, work, I respect him and everything. I couldn't get enough of the songs. The songs, I only like maybe 1 or 2 tracks. I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
There's nothing really much to say, honestly.
Yeah.
The only thing good off that album was
Yep.
Jesus.
I mean, there was like maybe 2 songs that I liked from the whole thing, and that was pretty much it. I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
was going to be an album.
His
Yeah.
last album, the previous album that he did before that one, was better than that one too. Honestly, because it had more. It had better features. I think. I think the features were kind of lame.
Yeah. Whoever's messing with their phone, please stop.
Josh. Probably.
All right, there we go. The only thing I really gotta say about DJ Khaled is I don't want to talk about him. That's pretty much all I can say. Is just hit that. I listened to that freaking album, and that album I gotta say is worse than his guitar playing.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember that video I sent you? He got sent a Bob Marley guitar from the Bob Marley family, and it's
Oh no.
Oh.
it's worse than my guitar playing, and that's saying much because I don't play guitar. Anyway, but I am learning. So that being said, Tom, what is your 5th worst album?
Scarlet Cross by Blackfall Brides.
Oh, Phantom Tomorrow. Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
the Phantom Tomorrow. I'm sorry, Phantom Tomorrow. Yeah, I just didn't enjoy it. It's just, I don't know. They've gone in a direction where I'm not on board with it. I mean, I used to really like them, but yeah, I'm not with it anymore.
Okay. Well, first of all, where is it?
Oh no.
Why did you buy that? Oh, I thought it was just make today.
Oh,
I mean, it's not the worst. It's just one of them.
Yeah, that's the thing about the Certified Lover Boy, but there's some good. But again, like that's why I was on number 5 because there's some good, like kind of, and that's it. The Black River I did listen to that one a little bit, and I felt the same way. It's just
Everything
half.
sounded the same, really. It really just all sounded the exact same.
Like Lucas, the thing with Certified Lover Boy, I agree with you. It wasn't the best Drake album that I listened to, honestly.
The worst one, in my opinion. But we're gonna move on.
There is no good Drake album. Anyway, Jason, what is your number 4?
Number 4? No, I'll have to. No, I'm actually going from 1 to 5.
Okay, so what's number 2?
AJR OK Orchestra.
Yep, saw that one.
I had that.
I'm gonna keep this
too.
short.
I got
They
that
make
on
no
this.
good songs.
Yeah.
No
So-
good work. So you know what? That was the worst music I've ever heard.
Yeah.
So you know,
All I can
I
really
hate
say
it.
all I'm going to say about AJR is AJR sounds like if those virgins in high school started a band. That's pretty much it.
I wonder if it's a version of.
Okay, Lucas, what is your number 4?
Number 4, I got okay. I don't necessarily think it's not a good, but again, it's not the best. I go Eagles by Ed Sheeran.
I had that on my list.
Well, here's the way. First of all, I got so many ads of that record. First of all, let me just get that out of the way. And really, there's some good only some, but man, it was just a huge letdown from what the vibe was.
I agree.
Like, it really was. And I was just overall disappointed. It felt like just unfinished steak. It just didn't. It was like raw. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
And there was like only a couple of them, but it's just like a couple of them just kind of like repeated a little bit, and it felt the same, honestly. And the one that kept playing the ad is Shiver, which is on my worst list. They kept playing that over and over again, and I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Right,
yeah,
babe. Sorry, go ahead.
this one worst, but not the best. Number 3, we're gonna get into the worst.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say about Equals by Ed Sheeran is the good things we got out of that. We got Conquer Divide's cover of Bad Habits. So that's one good thing that album got us to. So
I do have
Yeah.
the 4th one now.
Okay,
Me
Maddie
too.
has a fourth one now, so let's go ahead and get to her before we get to Josh.
Not an album, but it is a song. Bloody Knuckles by Sleeping with Sirens. What the fuck was that?
Ooh.
What was that?
I agree. What the fuck?
I tried so hard to like their last record, but after Gossip, I couldn't. I couldn't stop hearing elements of Gossip in their music. Like, even in this song, it's not the same anymore. Sleeping with Sirens cannot go back to their older sound. It's just simply not possible.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Kellen Quinn has said many times that he fucking hates pop music. He really hates pop music, but
Yet they made an album of pop.
Exactly.
Mm.
Like, he has said many times that he regrets ever making Gossip. Many times he regrets it. But I don't know anymore. But I agree with that. Bloody Knuckles is so bad.
Really fun fact about Sleeping with Kellen Quinn. He actually lives in the same city that I live in.
Oh shit!
That's cool.
You should go over to his
Oh.
house.
My wife's met him.
Yeah, you should go over to his house, knock on his door, and say, "Make good music." Anyway.
I don't know
Do
where
what
he
you
lives,
want.
but he's
Well-
there. He's here somewhere.
Yeah.
What's yours, Josh? Number 4.
So pretty much as I'm a big fan of these guys, this album did not impress me this year. Culture 3 by Migos. I really, as much as I've been a fan of Migos since 23rd, right around the start, this album, I thought the second one was so much better with in terms of the trilogy. The first two were really good, but the third one, I listened to it at first, I liked it. I listened to it again. I was like, yeah, there's some songs that, were very just basic. I mean, they had some songs that they had the beats for some songs were just very slow. And then I'm like, Migos is more like they use a lot of trap beats, and they use a lot of, beats that are very, like you want to get the party started. So, I mean, Straightening was good. Roadrunner was good. Handle My Business was good, but most of the other songs, I just couldn't get into it,
I forgot they released an album.
I just want to forget Migos ever existed. Tom, what is your number 5?
4. Number 4 is the Jaden's album. Jaden's, or is it Jaden? Jordan? He's like friends with like Machine Gun Kelly.
JXDN.
Yeah.
Oh, JXDN. Oh, I agree with that.
Like, he tries so hard to sound cool by putting an X in his name, but we all know his name's fucking Jaden.
Right?
But yeah, he just is a wannabe fucking rock star, and it's like, nah, it doesn't work, man. It really doesn't work for him.
It's crazy how many wannabe rock stars release music this year.
And put X's in their names. It's weird. I don't get it.
It is so weird.
XXX. Anyway, Jason, what is your number 3?
Number 3. It has to go with Rob Zombie's album, the Lunar Injection Solar Eclipse Conspiracy. That long album name.
I was there with you. That
And
one.
I remember me and Lucas both reviewed this album for an episode. Well,
I think I was there too. Maybe, I don't know.
The majority of this album sucks. Like, the music was just not there.
Yeah. All I can really say about Rob Zombie is he just doesn't have it anymore.
He doesn't have it anymore.
Mhm.
I'll say his early stuff was good at least. But the latest stuff, it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just not in his prime anymore.
Yeah.
He just doesn't care.
It's true.
Just stick to movies.
I feel like he's just more
It's not his
involved.
best work.
I feel like he's just more involved in his movies now than he is with music, so he just doesn't
Yeah.
really put as much energy into that as he does with his movies.
Yeah, but he does put effort into his live shows, though. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
As someone that's seen Rob Zombie 3 times live, he's amazing live. So, anyway, Lucas, what is your number 3?
Oh, number 3. I could interchange these. I really wanted to, but I decided to put this here because there's like only one or two good songs, and that is "You're Welcome" by They Remember. I had that number 3,
Ooh.
and I think it was Julian, and also Jason was there. I believe. I think they were there.
Of course, I was there.
All three of us were there. It's just all three of us.
Oh, please just first of all say that Bloodsucker fucking sucked. The rest of the other song fucking sucked. There's like only 2 or 1 record that was good, and that was it. Bottom line,
Yeah.
this album was not that good. I rated 2.5 out of 10. Bottom line.
Yeah.
It's such a shame where they went with it, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll get to my thoughts on You're Welcome because I know where everyone else's are gonna be, but I'm gonna wait until everyone says that You're Welcome by Didn't Remember because I know that's on everyone's list. I'm sure of it. So with that being said, Josh, what is your number 3?
Same thing as Jason. OK Orchestra by AJR. And you know what I call that album? A big clusterfuck.
Yep.
A big fucking mess.
Yeah. Seriously.
That's all I have to say. There's nothing really to say about it because I never really got into AJR. I never got into their music. I just came across this album and I just listened to it. I'm like, well, this is a mess. So it's going on the list.
I mean, they have a song called Humpty Dumpty. What did you expect?
Yeah. What are you gonna say?
What?
But okay,
What's
no, I can say I can say they made a bad fall. I guess to say that.
one of
It
the
wasn't a
lyrics could
great
possibly be?
No joke. The first lines of the song are Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. That's legit.
Oh,
The
oh
first
no.
line of
This point, because I'm making fun of these guys.
yeah. You know what else? This is one thing that always pisses me off about them. They cannot fucking write lyrics good.
Oh
You
jeez.
know what I realized?
Oh,
It's
there,
probably
Julian.
not them writing it. It's probably not even them writing it. Their music, it's for those edgy kindergartners. That's what their music is for. And it sounds like kindergartners wrote this fucking album. Jesus Christ. It's horribly mixed, horribly produced. I get very heated when I talk about AJR, so I'm just going to move on to Tom and then Maddie for their number 3. So Tom, what is your number 3?
Ed Sheeran's new album.
Wow. Okay.
Because I'm so sick and tired of people saying, "Oh, well, you're British, so you must like Ed Sheeran." Oh my god, it drives me insane. But yeah, I've never actually liked Ed Sheeran at all. I've never got into his music. Yeah, no, that's number 3. It wasn't the worst, but bro, he's gone so pop and tries to be cool with his dance music now, and it's like, dude, just stop. Like, fuck, you're putting England to game.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right. Maddie, what is your number 3?
I already said my number 3, so I can move on to number 2.
Oh, really? What was your number 3 again?
Architect.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
All right, so let's move on to number 2 then, Maddie.
Number 2 is A Day to Remember. You're welcome.
Here we go.
Now, anyone that knows me,
There you go.
Yeah, here we go is right. Anyone that knows me knows my history of this band. I used to fucking love them so much, and then some shit went down, and I stopped listening to them for a year, and then everything happened, and I started listening to them again. And when I finally sat down to listen to this record, I just found myself, and when I tried to go back to it, I'm like, skip. Oh, this song's okay. Skip. Oh, this song's okay. There's too many skippable fucking songs off that record. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Paramore is the only fucking exception to this statement. Fueled by Ramen is where bands go to fucking die. And I will stand by that to the day that I die. Again, Paramore is the exception because they're still killing it. Literally working on a record as we speak. But, like, Degenerates was just bad. It was bad. People were just
My friends are degenerates.
People were just like, what the fuck is this? This is like, what? And then Mind Reader was the 3rd single. And then Resentment came out. People were like, okay, this is kind of a Day to Remember-ish. This isn't bad. And then Mind Reader came out. People were like, all right, this isn't as bad as like Degenerates, but like it's not great.
Then Brick Wall.
Oh, God.
Oh, I forgot about Brick Wall. I should have put that on my list.
There's just so many fucking songs off that record that are just bad. They're so bad.
Alright.
We ran to a Brick Wall. Let's just say that.
I didn't remember. Go back. Get off Fueled by Ramen. You can find a better fucking record label than that. I'm sorry.
Can I
I'm
just
not.
can I just name there's like a handful of I do have the record, don't judge me, but like here, like there's a couple songs on here that I actually think are decent, that are passable. Like there's a handful. It's a small handful, but it's a handful. Like seriously, Mind Reader, Last Chance to Dance, Resentment, Only Money, Permanent, and hell, you know what? I'll even stand up for Everything We Need. I'll stand up for that song till the day I die. But like Brick Wall, Bloodsucker, Fuck You Money Exists. That's a shitty song. High Diving, Looks Like Hell, Viva La Mexico, Degenerates, Reentry. Skippable. Just skippable. If they would have just done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they would have just done a 6-song EP with those 6 songs that I mentioned, I would have been fine with it.
I do also want to point out they pulled In This Moment where they delayed their album for like 2 years. It was supposed to come out in November of 2019, and it got delayed because they didn't have artwork. And then it got delayed again for a reason that nobody knows why. But people really know why. I'm not going to get into it. If you want to, Google is free. That's all I'll say.
Just keep in mind there's only 4 members now, and that's why.
Just Google it or go on Twitter, whichever you prefer.
Yeah. Well, I'll just say there's only 4 members left, and that's it.
It's just not good. That's all I'm going to say. People need to stop. They get the delaying their records, and it ends up like this. Mm-mm.
Same thing happened.
2 years away, and it ends up like shit.
Exactly.
Yep.
Well, Jason, what is your number 2?
Okay.
Number 4.
I'm going to get to Maroon 5 Jordy.
Yep. Expected that.
Maroon
Well
5
said.
Jordy. I'm going to keep this short. They don't know how to make music. Like the singer's not that good, and he just sucks. He doesn't know what he's doing when making music. And I'll say that album sucked. Like there was no good song in there.
And
like, why make music if you don't know what you're doing?
All I'm gonna say
That's
is
why you have ghostwriters.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say about
Exactly, Madi.
The only thing I'm gonna say about the Maroon 5 Jordy album, that album was apparently, this is what disgusts me about the record. It was supposed to be a tribute to their longtime producer that passed away. And they make this. There was no tribute to him. There was no mention of him at all. It's just straight up poppy. Let's do what's trendy now bullshit. And Adam Levine sounds worse than he's ever sounded before. And I'm gonna say this right now, I can't listen to those first 2 records anymore. I can't. They ruined it. Like, I hate those first 2 records now.
Adam Levine sucks.
Yeah. Alan Levine can suck my dick. That's all I'm gonna say.
Damn. Okay.
Why would you let him do that?
He could do his best job.
Well, actually, you know what? Well, here's the thing. I say that, but knowing Adam Levine and knowing how many shitty records he's made, he's probably sucked a bunch of them. Anyway, Lucas, go on ahead.
Hold up.
Damn.
My number 2 is Rob Zombie's Winter Ejections. And very first of all, again, I said it before, I was there with Jason, and Jason can tell I was about to lose my mind. And there's one album I lost my mind on, and you exactly know what I was talking about, the first one. Oh, she knows too. But this one was terrible. And let me just tell you, I just didn't really else because all the songs were just bland and boring and everything like that. Like I almost fell asleep on this album. This album felt like a sleeper. Like I just know. Like why would you make this? This was an absolute waste of time.
Yeah.
Dude, I need to change my last name. Fucking bland. What the hell?
Ha! Okay. I didn't get the joke there for a second. But
God, I'm glad someone did, because I would have sounded like a right idiot.
okay, Josh, what is your number 2?
Well, my number 2 is the same thing as Lucas. The Lunar Injection Kool-Aid Skip Eclipse, whatever the fuck kind of title it is. I don't know, such a long-ass fucking name. Make your name title shorter, damn it. Well, it was Rob Zombie's album.
That dude.
Rob Zombie's album, The Lunar Injection. We'll just call it that. Rob Zombie in his prime, he was, doing his thing, but nowadays, I agree with most of you guys. Stick to directing movies. If you, I feel like if you don't have it anymore, like you can't sing or do anything, just stop making music and pursue another thing like directing or, producing or something. So this wasn't the best of Rob Zombie that we got. I did like one song, and it was the theme for NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver, which was King Freak.
Even that.
It was okay, but it was but it wasn't good.
I want to say a joke really quick because Josh kind of reminded me of a joke that I like to say to people. When he said the long song title thing, it just reminded me of you don't like long song titles? Don't listen to Scene Kid music then. It's a fucking long ass title name.
Oh my god, I remember those things.
Remember when we want it back.
Remember when bands used to have those long ass names like I'm not even gonna say one of them because
hey bro, Ashley's here. What happens if I can't check my MySpace when I get there? Attack.
Yep, that's the thing. Remember that's when
they were so long, but they had nothing to do with the songs. Absolutely nothing.
God, that's pretty much how it's always been. Anyway, Tom, what is your number 2?
AJR's album.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that's on everybody's list.
Yeah, it was on mine.
It was on mine. I didn't bother.
Yeah, I made a review on its own of it for some reason. Because
everything that needs to be said has always been said about that album.
Yeah, sounds like a bunch of kindergartners wrote it. It's like, oh, they skipped nap time to make this album. But they make and the production sounds like they recorded it during recess. and they sing.
They were probably playing.
Yeah, and swear to God, they sing. The way they sing, it sounds like the school, like the first grade bullies came out to him and started giving him wedgies, and then that's what they sang like.
And they probably recorded it like, oh, we're gonna play basketball. Let's make it.
Yeah, we're gonna
kindergarten album.
Whee! Yeah, just
But here's a funny thing. You know what they could have called their album instead of OK Orchestra? They could have called it Preschool and Kindergarten.
Yeah, they could have just called it filler.
Yeah,
pretty much it.
Too.
All right, so now we're moving on to the top pick. So Jason Bailey, what is your top pick?
So, number 5, which is my last one on the worst albums list. Imagine Dragons. On the worst list. Mercury Act 1.
God, don't.
Imagine Dragons was never good. Yeah, like their whole discography is not good.
It's really not.
And it's straight up a 0 out of 10. We even reviewed Evolve.
Yeah, because who requested that? Whoever requested that, I need to come to your house and kick your ass for that.
But I think the only good part about that episode was the puns.
Oh, Jason, that's right. Yeah. You requested that, you piece of shit.
Wow.
Jason. Just wait till I see your ass in person. I'm going to give you a cold stunner, you piece of shit. Anyway.
Jason, what's funny is I have an Imagine Dragons album on my worst list, which is a good thing. And that was the Mercury Act 1, which was their latest album, I think.
I think the only thing that carried that review was the puns.
I'm going to be right back.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, Lucas.
Well, we're gonna do whatever it takes to make sure we
Oh
don't
yeah,
keep
Dylan's
review
here, I
them.
guess. Yay. Oh, Dylan, you could be Lucas.
Anyways,
You're doing good
that's
so
my
far.
worst
You're
album.
doing good so far.
Oh, brother.
You just gotta jump on your bed.
All right, Josh, go ahead and give your number one worst album. I think I know what it is.
A number one worst album, A Day to Remember, You're Welcome.
Yep.
I'll just say, I never listened to A Day to Remember before. I literally wanted to check this album out because everyone was talking about it in the MoshCast. I think it was the group chat or wherever it was. But I was like, let me check this out, see what it is. I listened to it. What a waste.
Of time, of everything.
Of time, sitting there like this, twiddling my thumbs. I could be rather doing other things than listening to that garbage. But A Day to Remember, they're still a great band. But your album did not make the best list. Sorry.
I gotta look at
Welp.
I gotta go look at their set list recently. I'm just hoping Bloodsucker's not on there.
It probably is.
Lucas, go ahead and say your number one while I look up this.
Number one is Joey. You should know. You should know what I'm about to say. My son, Internet killed a rock star. This is where the Rage Bros
That
come
album
out.
sucks.
This is when I would shit exploded. Maddie, I apologize. But yeah.
Yeah, he was rude to me. He told me to shut up. I didn't even do anything.
Yeah, I did. That was the Rage Bro come out. Like, I was pissed. Like,
Internet killed the rock star, more like Internet killed the bitch who wanted to be a rock star.
Yeah, that's your reply for Internet killed the No, not gonna say Canadian. Well, is he Canadian?
No, his girlfriend is though.
What's his name? JX whatever. I don't know. He's a shithead. I don't know.
This was shit. This is one of the worst albums I've heard this year. Like, I'd rather basically delete this play one. I'd rather throw this in the fire, honestly.
I'd rather
let it
jump
burn.
in fire.
No, I'm just gonna let it burn.
Yeah,
Let it-
I'm saying I'd rather jump into a fire than listen to anything off this album ever again.
Like, I don't get.
You know what?
I don't get what it is with rappers becoming rock stars.
I'd rather have a jack of needle in a haystack than this.
No, I'd rather have a hay in the needle stack. SpongeBob reference, bitches. Anyway. So yeah, that your number one.
Worst song to doing the best albums.
No, but wait, we have to get to our two friends here. Tom, you go first, and Maddie's going last because I'm already know.
A Day to Remember.
Yep.
I'm so sad that what direction they went with it. I was like, that's all I'll say. Everything else has been said. So yeah, Day to Remember really let it down this year.
All right, Maddie. I think I know. What's your number one?
Lucas, you said my answer.
Yep.
Now listen, my answer is Modson's stupid ass record. All right, listen, I wasn't here for the MoshCast episode where you guys fucking reviewed it. I was only on the live, but god damn it, I was pissed as much as you guys. That album was literally the equivalent of people who go from rap or any other genre to pop punk, and that energy goes to Warped Tour one time. He went to Warped Tour one time. Oh, I'm gonna pull an MGK and just make this fucking record. Stop. You need some help. That was not good. I am so sick of people doing this shit because it just shits on actual good pop punk. I hate it. I absolutely despise it. And all I'm going to say is that, yes, people can make music, but that doesn't mean people should make music. And that's all I'm going to fucking say on that.
Modson can't do either.
He just sucks in general.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? He's friends with Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
That's sad.
Oh, that explains everything. That's
And-
what happened. That's
and I'm
a
gonna
piece
tell
of
you
shit.
You got Avril Lavigne on the record.
He's dating Avril Lavigne.
He's dating her.
What?
Yeah, why
Yeah,
do you think I
I'm
said
dating.
his girlfriend is Canadian?
I never knew she was
He-
Canadian.
Wait, what?
Man, that poor woman. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I feel so
What?
sorry.
Wonder
So
where
real
that
pop punk,
song
go
sucks.
put on Stay Champs.
Yeah, so we can name a bunch of different pop punk bands that are on.
Stay
New-
Champs, Man Overboard. They put on good stuff.
Yeah,
But
Man Overboard for sure, dude. Jesus Christ. No, I'm not going on alternative press. Fuck that. Who are?
Yeah. Fuck alternative press.
Oh yeah, let's see. Meet Me at the Altar is a good one. Pink Shift. Listen to them. Listen to Proper. Listen to yours truly.
Hot
Listen
milk.
to yours truly. Hot Milk. Hot Milk. Definitely listen to Hot Milk. They're really good. But everyone like Mod's Son, MGK, Jaden,
Lil
like
Huddy.
don't even mention that fucking name, Madi.
Trust me, I feel the same way you do. I never listened to his record or anything. I didn't bother.
I'm just gonna say this right now. The only reason Lil Huddy is where he is today is because he's dating Charlie D'Amelio. That's it.
Oh, 100%.
Well, it's one piece of shit dating another piece of shit, so makes sense.
Yeah.
Fuck both of them.
Wait, why is Charlie D'Amelio hated again? I don't know why.
It's the internet. I'm sure it's out there.
Is it just because?
Internet.
Is it just because she's a TikTok dancer that got big?
Probably.
I don't know.
I don't know how she is as a person, so I can't really judge her based off that. All I know is she's a dancer, and that's it. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna judge her based on that. I haven't met her, but I've seen Little Huddy. I've ran into Little Huddy.
I'm so sorry.
Like
Oh,
that-
I feel so sorry.
I ran into him. He was at a record.
With the car.
I was at my. What'd you say, Tom?
I said, you said that you ran into him. I was like, hopefully with a car. But obviously not.
Why do you think I started laughing? I heard it and I'm like, oh my god.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I mean, he's still making dances on TikTok, Julian,
No.
so he didn't do that great of a job.
Trust me, Tom. If I was in any vehicle to run over Lil Huddy, it would have been a fucking bus. That's what it would have been. No, I would have tied him up on the train tracks and let a fucking
Oh my
train
God.
run over his ass.
He's a piece of shit in general.
Straight up Red Dead Redemption shit. Anyway, Lil Huddy, I just don't forget exists. He was an asshole. I was in a record store. No joke. It was him and his buddies, and he was just acting like an asshole to the people running the place. So fuck him. And also,
Yeah.
Young Blood, stop endorsing him. And let's just get to the best. Please.
Yeah.
Let's liven this shit up a little
Please.
bit.
We'll talk about the best albums, and then we'll get to the Hall of Fame. We don't really need to worry about. We'll just mention some songs that we thought were good. We don't really need to make a list out of them because we really want to get to the MoshCast Hall of Fame.
Okay. Yeah.
Unless Madi really wants to. Wait, actually, no, let's just go around before we get to our best list. Let's talk about some songs that we really, really enjoyed this year and songs we did not really enjoy this year. So, Madi, name all of yours.
Okay.
We won't go one by one. Just name them all.
So I really enjoyed Time Bomb by Motionless and White. There was also Pretty in Pink by Scene Queen. If you don't know who that is, you need to go fucking listen to her right fucking now. She is killing it right now. Walk Over My Grave by yours truly. Beautiful, phenomenal. Circle the Drain, Stripped by Wage War. Oh my god, phenomenal. Better than the original version, I must say.
I just
And last but not least, Blood and Water by Memphis Mayfire was my favorite single and song of the year.
and they still haven't released an album.
Still haven't released a fucking album.
Do you have any more songs?
I already said my worst songs, but I do have two honorable
Dishonorable mentions.
I didn't have dishonorable mentions. I had honorable mentions, EP, and album. So I don't know if I should say those now or wait.
If you want to, you can right now.
So my honorable mention EP is Hot Milk. I just want to know what happens when I'm dead. Not really much anything to say about that, except they're phenomenal. Go give them a fucking listen. And I also really loved Olivia Rodrigo's Sour record. That was I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was, but it was really fucking good.
Good for you. Yeah.
So yeah, that's my honorable mentions list.
All right. Anyone else got some songs that they really want to mention for the year? All right. Josh, you raised your hand first, so let's start with you.
So, of course, one of them Maddie said already was Time Bomb by Motionless and White. Another one, I actually really enjoyed this song, and it's actually on one of my best albums that I will reveal later. It is Your Power by Billie Eilish. I personally, Billie Eilish last year was like her year. Well, I think it was 2020 that was like she won all those Grammys and stuff, or it was 2020, I think it was. I don't remember, but after just listening to Bad Guy, I listened to the first album that she put out. I was hooked on ever since because everybody was telling me, oh, you got to listen to Billie Eilish, Billie Eilish. I played one song, I was hooked ever since. Another song that I actually enjoyed was, let me pull it up. It was Drake's What's Next. I mean, before the Certified Lover Boy. It was before the Certified Lover Boy shit happened, and he fucked up the year with that. I personally like that song. It was more like an EP kind of thing. It wasn't really more like an album. I don't know. I did like some of the Silk Sonic work with Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. Definitely Skate and Leave the Door Open were two of my favorite songs of the year.
Yeah.
I just think the most genius thing, those two work so well together.
They do.
Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak works because Anderson .Paak's such a great drummer. And definitely The Weeknd's Take My Breath.
That was a surprise, yeah.
Like, honestly, we all knew he was doing something different after the After Hours era ended. The Weeknd, I call him sometimes a creative weirdo in his own ways. So, we'll see what he comes up with next. But this song really, after the After Hours stuff, I really enjoyed it. It was kind of more, I think it was 80s kind of style, and that's what I liked about it.
Very 80s synthy R&B type of stuff. But you say the After Hours stuff is over, but this year he's going on the After Hours tour because he hasn't toured the album yet. Once his whole world tour in the US and then goes all over the world, that will be the end of the After Hours stuff, and then he's going right back into the studio.
And then obviously I enjoyed Polo G's work this year. Rap Star was really good this year. That's one of my favorite songs personally of the year by him. I mean, I was hooked on Polo G since 2019, so I kind of enjoyed his stuff this year. And then finally, I'm gonna say, a lot of stars had great stuff this year, but I enjoyed "To Be Loved" by Adele from the 30 album.
That was a good one.
Which I will get to my best list in just a moment. So yeah, those are just some songs I had. That's pretty much it.
I have some as well.
I really liked Lorna Shore's "To the Hellfire."
Yes.
No words to describe that thing, that monster. I really like Caskets, The Only Ones. That was really good. That fucking hits hard, man. Like, damn. Motionless and White, Time Bomb, Memphis Mayfire. I also quite enjoyed. What the hell's his name again? No, I forgot now. Forgot. Yeah, those are some of my few best ones. But yeah, the top one would be Lorna Shore. It just rekindled my flame for deathcore, man. It's just
Yes, and they're touring with Bring Me the Horizon this year, right? Lucas, you go, and then Jason, you can end it off, and then we'll get to the best albums.
So I'm gonna start my worst songs list. Just to build up. So number 5, I got Jail by Kanye Part 2. The way it featured the Baby and Mel Manson. Seriously, you lost your damn mind. Number 4, I have Shivers. This song was just getting overplayed in my head, and I didn't like it. Just no. Number 3, this is going to make some people mad. Hit Rock. Don't tell me how to live.
Oh,
I should have one, but man, this one, I'm just like, why? Why would you, listen? Here's the thing. I get you're anti-mask and anti-vaccine. I don't care about it. Thing is, that's your opinion. And that's your opinion about that. I mean, okay, that's fine. I want no shove in my face. But making a song about it? Seriously? Just targeting people that deserve to be targeted? Like, what is wrong with you?
And also,
Seriously.
he's insanely homophobic. So, fuck Kid Rock.
Oh, yeah, he is on. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, Kid Rock. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
He can just eat
Okay.
shit and die. I don't care anymore.
He can run. Hell, two bloodsucker. Can't say anything else about it. And number one, your number one, Julian. Because I was just like, fuck. Fancy White.
Fans, oh my, don't even get me started on that. I'm not going to go on my rant like I did on Monday. So, going ahead.
I'll mention to you.
Go ahead.
Five, I got Child Creator, Women Head. Love that record. Number 4, 95 South. Number 3, The Past is Dead by Beartooth. Beautiful song. Number 2, I really could have gone either way with this one. I was stuck between Assault and Batteries and Take Your Pick, but I love Assault and Batteries. That's because I just love Child Play. That movie is awesome. How it fits is just perfect. And number 1, Smoking Out the Window by Bruno Mars.
I can't deny that's a great song. All right. And Jason.
All right, so some worst ones I have. Bloodsucker by A Day to Remember. Daywalker by Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
Cutthroat by Imagine Dragons.
No. Listen, Paper Cuts is way worse.
Now I'm just sad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Punch a motherfucker in the face.
Alright,
it made
Cutthroat by Imagine Dragons was bad. Out for Blood by Code Orange, it wasn't the best.
Right.
And as much
Could've
as
been better.
as I enjoy this band, 3 Days Grace, So-Called Life, I enjoyed the song at first, but it just does not hold up.
God, dude, I remember hearing Daywalker live at Louder Than Life by Machine Gun Kelly. Right when he says punch a motherfucker in the face, I'm like, yeah, I want to punch you motherfucker.
Damn right.
Oh yeah.
Okay, thanks for the invitation. I'll punch you in the face.
Let's
Punch the blonde shithead in the face.
now.
Yeah, we
and
just
let's get
punched
to
the
the best
blonde guy in the
songs.
face.
That song. There you go.
Yes.
Best songs I have. Messy by Conquer Divide.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Vicious by Divided Tyrants.
Yes.
Down by Love and Death. Below by Beartooth, and that's the title track. And Time Bomb by Motionless in White.
Yes. That's a great list, dude. Oh, love
We
it.
all
yeah.
had that song on our list.
Yeah. Well, Motionless in White, man, they speak to us.
Except for Dylan.
Yeah.
That song is not on his list.
Honestly, I'm kind of sad that I didn't add Time Bomb on my best songs list. I'm regretting that now, but I mean, the only reason why it's not on that list because I kind of forgot about it. Like I really forgot about it. That tells you how much music we got this year. We got so much fucking music. And Zitia Buani by Monty Skin ended up getting my number 1, and I don't regret that at all. Thank you, Niah, for getting me into them. We miss you. Come back, please.
Yeah,
Yes,
please.
please come back.
Yeah,
Don't
deal
be
with
one
our-
in here.
Yeah, deal with our dumbasses. Anyway, well, me and Maddie are the only. Well, actually, no, Maddie's the only normal person here, technically.
I don't know about that.
We
Actually,
are not.
no, she's not. She's
You don't know
about,
what's on
about the
here.
same, about the same as me. About the same as me. We're both crazy, but actually, all of us are crazy. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to our best albums of the year. Let's go in the same order. Starting off with Maddie. What is your number 5?
Number 5 for me is actually one that I wasn't expecting to get into. I got really late in the game. I am no longer a bad New Yorker. My number 5 is Radical by Every Time I Die. Julian, I'm sorry, but I'm actually fucking not. I really enjoyed this record a lot. I wrote down, I have a bunch of notes actually, and like songs that I enjoyed.
I'm gonna give myself a drink while you talk about Every Time I Die.
So I really enjoyed Sly. There was a shout out to Buffalo, which I have been there a few times, and it's pretty great. There's a part of the song where they say "Miracle" a lot, and I fucking love that part. Planet Shit is probably my favorite song off that record. It really speaks about real life issues, so like the Black Lives Matter movement, the Capitol storming, and everything that's really gone on in the world, and I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
All This in War had a dark feel at times, and again, just like with Sly, there's a certain part of the song that just like hits so different. The thing with Feathers was really, really good. It was more of the softer song off the record, and it was actually in honor of Keith's sister that had passed away, I believe, in 2017. So it was really, really good. I enjoyed that it was on the softer side, and then it kind of went to their usual instrumentals, but still vocally, it was like no screaming, softer side. So I give this record my number 5 spot. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed the meanings behind all of their songs. They've always been great, but I just can't get into their music. I'm not a fan of Keith Buckley as a vocalist. That's just me.
That's okay.
Instrumentals though, badass. And I saw Every Time I Die live at Louder Than Life. They're not that good.
What?
They sucked when I saw them.
Don't mind me. I'm plugging in my phone because it's dying.
Yeah, but I will admit they do have talents. I personally enjoyed the Damned Things more than Every Time I Die, but that's just me. That's Keith Buckley's other project, but with Every Time I Die, I just can't really get into. That's just me.
Mhm.
I respect them. I respect them, and I respect the album. Anyway, Jason.
Number 5. Now, this is my first time listening to this band, Turnstile, Glow On. Now, I don't know much about them, but all I'm going to say is they're really talented and they know what they're doing when creating music.
Yes.
So I'll keep that short since I don't know much about these guys.
Yeah. Well, you'll know a lot about them because we're reviewing Glow On pretty soon. So.
That too.
I've never heard of Turnstile, so I'm
They're
excited.
pretty good.
Then hop on the Glow On review, man. We'll definitely get you into them. All right. Lucas, what's your number 5?
I got 2 honorable mentions, and I'll get to number 5. Honorable mention goes to 2, Sour by Rodrigo. Love that record. I think for first start of her album, I definitely like her High School Musical, the series work, and this record with Rodrigo. Again, it's not perfect by any means, but it's good to start off. And she has a great voice. She has a great voice. She definitely has. Album mention also goes to Off Season by J. Cole. Love that record.
Yes.
That record was awesome. Again, it could have been, but number 5 is Call Me When You Get Lost by Tyler, the Creator. And here's the reason why I got that.
Tyler, the Creator.
The reason why I got that by 5, first of all, that last album was beautiful. I love that album. One of the best albums he put out. And this is a great sequel to that. And let's just say this. All this songs are good. I was listening to it in school and I just like got into Manifesto, Lemonhead. I can't think on top of my head. But those songs are great. And this overall album was very good. And I love Tyler, Creator. And plus, he's a funny guy. I love this guy.
Yeah. He's a very humble guy as well. Like he is.
Yeah, and he's very down to earth.
Yeah,
He
dude,
is.
I'm a sucker for Goblin. I love that album. Dude, Yonkers.
Yeah.
Yonkers is my son. I'm a fucking walking paradox. No man having threesomes with the fucking Triceratops. Yeah, such a great song. but yeah, I agree with that. All right, Josh.
I actually have a top 10 list because because I actually enjoyed a lot of music this year, but I'll cut it down to I'll save 10 for last, or I'll do it however. All right, fuck it. I'm just going to do it the regular way. make things a lot easier. Number 10, I have Polo G Hall of Fame. Now, you thought his album The Go was better? Nope. This album basically was way better. I thought, Polo G's the same as Tyler the Creator. Like, he's very humble, down to earth, gives back to the community of Chicago and wherever he goes. I respect Polo G for his work, and I just thought this album was really good. The Deluxe, too. The Deluxe came out not that long ago, and both albums were good. So I have Polo G's Hall of Fame as number 10 on my list.
Yeah. All right. Well, since you have 10, you want to go ahead and say the rest of yours until you get to number your 4?
Yeah. So number 9, this one, I'm surprised no one even mentioned this one. I actually enjoyed this one. Lil Nas X, Montero.
He won. He definitely won with that.
I remember Lil Nas X getting his popularity through Old Town Road, which that song, God, was blasted everywhere on the radio, TikTok, God knows where you heard it. And then they made like a bunch of remixes and stuff. But when I heard, when he came out as gay and stuff like that, I respected 100%. I'm like, be creative however you want and do whatever you want in terms of your music and stuff like that. Now, when he was coming out with his debut album, I was like, I'm interested in what he's, coming out with. So I heard the single that came out with Jack Harlow, Industry Baby, that just got me hooked on waiting for his album. Then I heard, some of the features he had. He had Elton John on his album, which I was so surprised.
He did.
And
El Monstero? Remember El Monstero? Call me when you want. Call me when you need. Yes.
Yeah. So I just thought, listening through each song was great. Some songs, some were slow, some were more pops and rap. It was kind of a mix. But after listening to the whole thing, my God, I just said that was a 10 out of 10. So I have Lil Nas X's Montero on my number 9 spot.
Yeah, I agree with that. He won me over with that one.
Yeah, he shocked me with that, whole album. But number 8, I'm going to give this one to Playboi Carti's Whole Lotta Red. Now, I could never in my life, listening to so many rap artists, never get into his music. I know, like, Trippie Redd is one thing, I miss the rage. But
I hate
I know. I can never get into, like, Trippie Redd, but Playboi Carti, actually, I got into him more than Trippie because I could actually understand what he's saying more than what Trippie Redd was saying, because Trippie Redd's like, it sounds like a freaking kazoo. But Playboi Carti impressed a lot of people with this one, so I just put him on my list just because it was good. But 7, I'm gonna go number 7, Iron Maiden, Senjutsu.
Oh, can I say something real quick about Playboi Carti?
Yeah.
One of my friends, Erica from Mosh Talk, you guys probably know. She went to Lollapalooza this year where Playboi Carti played. She said he sounded awful. So,
oof.
And
I don't know about live, but yeah.
And apparently he's, no joke, 17 minutes late to his set. So that also rubbed people the wrong way. Apparently he's been known to do that, miss his set and not want to play shows. Apparently his crowd.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was late, man. Sure.
People were passing out at that show. People were passing out left and right at that show. So
wow.
We almost had a Travis Scott situation at that show.
Yikes.
It wasn't as severe, but Jesus Christ. So
I wish it wasn't.
I got nothing good to say about Playboi Carti. So
yeah. So number 7, number 7 was Iron Maiden, Senjutsu. Now, personally, I've listened to Iron Maiden stuff. They're a legendary band. I'm planning actually to see them in concert this year because they're actually doing a tour this year. Legendary band. Once I heard they were coming out with a new album, I'm like, let me check this out. I listened to the whole album. I was impressed. It was kind of like an AC/DC story I had in my head when Power Up came out. And I was like, all these bands that are like from the 80s and whatnot, like 80s metal and rock, coming back with a new album is crazy. And I was impressed with Iron Maiden's, album. I was impressed with every song and just their work in general. The guitar work was great on that album. I highly recommend it if you guys haven't checked it out. If you're an Iron Maiden fan or not, definitely give it a listen. So I'm going to get into my number 6 pick, which is 30 by Adele. Now, I was shocked when I heard she came out with another record. I was actually waiting because I listened to Adele when I was maybe like in elementary school when she was on the rise to popularity, where she came out with Rolling in the Deep and Someone Like You. Like, that's how I knew of her. And then the last Adele song I listened to before the new album was Hello, because that was what everyone was listening to in like 2015. So I was waiting for that new album to come out, and sure enough, boom. I mean, maybe she took time off to just, mental health and stuff like that. So we were waiting for that album, and my God, it was more than good. It was fucking good.
Yeah.
Like,
I hope to God she tours. I'm praying she tours.
And plus, she's I could see, like, I watched a special of her on TV, and I could just see she's a very down-to-earth person. So 100%, I'd put it on my list. I'm almost down to, like, the number 1, but I'll save that for last.
Well, we're doing our top 5s right now, so say your number 5 right now. Yeah. Number 4.
So number 5 is Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
So I just have to think she went a different route this time. This is more, this is more nice music, as I say, like more soft stuff.
Yeah.
Like, she really let it all out on this one. Like, I felt like, the one with the album with Bad Guy was something different. So I like how she changes the tone of the album and stuff like that. So number 5 is Billie Eilish, Happier Than Ever.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Like, she really went the jazz route, really down tempo route, and do not make a fucking B movie joke. I swear to God. But
I
like jazz?
didn't say anything.
I hate you, Dylan. All right. But yeah, I agree with that. All right, Tom, what is your number 5?
Lost Souls by Caskets. That band is like brand new to me. Like, I'd never heard of them before until I was on with Kevin and Julian and everything. I watched the interview, and I found out they're from the UK as well, which made me love them even more. Because got to represent the UK bands, Yeah, they have such a really cool sound, man. And yeah, I'm just hooked on them. And I'm super jealous I can't see them when they go on tour, because, like, no bands ever come to Oregon, and it's very frustrating.
Yeah.
But yeah, Caskets are in my top 5.
I like that a lot. And all right, now we finally get to hear from Dylan. What is your top 5?
Yeah. Let me load Apple Notes real quick. All right. God, come on, load. Moderately Fast, Accurately Furious by Bulb, which is Periphery, Misha Mansour. This is his solo project.
Oh, shit, really?
Oh, yeah. It pops.
Nice. All right, is that it?
Yeah.
All right, well, Maddie, go ahead, and what's your number 4?
Did everyone else go? Okay. My number 4 is Swan Song by The Fontenue. I fucking love this record. I feel like it's a mix of, like, their older work and their newer work, and I love both very much. So to have them both finally come together, like, yeah, we hear Landon screaming on their 2 new, like, past records, but to hear him, like, go back somewhat to the older stuff was great, and I love that. So their songs, like Face Me, that was the first single that dropped, I believe, and it was phenomenal. The chorus is great in that. There's also Fall Again, going back to their older sound, that one especially. Too Far Gone. Landon's voice was absolutely incredible in that, and it reminds me of a relationship that I had, and it really kind of hits home with me, so I really enjoyed that. So yeah, I really enjoyed this record a lot, and can't wait to hear more from them.
Yeah, I have a microphone.
I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna keep it down. Not
What do
gonna
you
say it. Nope.
say? It.
Nope.
Say it. Say it.
Yeah.
Is it a Ronnie Radke joke?
No.
What?
It's worse. Way worse. I won't do it to you because I feel like some people here don't know who this is, so I'm not gonna say it.
Please say it.
It's like, okay, Brian Stars. You told me to say it. You can't be disappointed. You did this to yourself. I said no. You did this.
You did
brought
it
this upon
right,
yourself.
Julian.
Lucas laughed, so he knows who Brian
You know
Starr
Brian
is.
Stars
I
is?
know Brian Stars. Dude,
Yeah,
I used to
we
watch.
didn't
Oh
even
my
know.
god. I used to watch My Digital Escape.
Oh,
Oh my
God.
Jesus.
Oh no!
That was my scene kid, my last year of being a scene
Yeah,
kid.
that was. Oh my
It
god.
was rough.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Brian Stars here. Welcome to Brian Stars Interviews. I'm here talking with Never Shout Never.
Okay, so if I'm ever feeling sad, I always just remember Christopher Drew making Brian Stars cry on the internet. That's what
Oh,
makes
it's
my
so
day.
beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful.
Phenomenal.
Oh, if you were a porn star, what would your
What would your porn
star
star
name be?
name be?
Get the fuck out of here, you
God.
fucking blonde bimbo. Jesus Christ. Anyway, he's a fucking bitch. I'm glad he's off the internet for good. Anyway, who's going? Oh, Jason. Yeah. I'm just gonna put this away.
All right, number 4.
Mic stand. Ah!
Okay. Anyways, number 4. Perfectly Preserved by Love and Death. So I remember reviewing this album on the MoshCast. It blew my mind, especially the cover of Let Me Love You.
Yes.
So yeah, that's all I gotta say. This band kicked ass. I enjoyed this album a lot.
Okay. All right. Lucas. Lucas.
All right, number 4. I'm going with Silver Scream 2. And this could have been ranked higher, but there's 3 other records ranked higher than this one. I rated 9.5 out of 10. There was one record that was okay, I didn't really care much about, but the rest of them though was very good. I was there for half of it, but I didn't listen back to some of them. My God, I was impressed. This is way better than the first one.
Good. I love the shower scene now. That shower scene grew on me.
That shower scene was good. Assault and Batteries, Worst Vacation. The Box to me was very underrated to me. I love the Box. But man, this album was very good. And I think if they make it, not I would say make a third one, but a new album, they need to keep doing stuff like this, make it match the how about the vibe or like that. If they make a kind of new one or something like that, I don't know. But this album was very good, and I pretty much enjoyed this album.
Maddie is offended.
I'm not offended. I just feel like that this should be the end of them implementing horror movies into their stuff. If they made their own stuff of horror themed things, kind of if you're listening to The Greatest Story Ever Told. It's about a girlfriend getting killed, and it's kind of basically the same thing as The Crow.
Well, I'm not saying
if they did things like that.
Here's the thing. I think usually they'll do if they do a third one, I think they should just end it on a third one.
No.
That's all.
I mean, you have your opinion. I don't think they should. I think.
Honestly, if they do go back to doing what they used to do before the whole horror thing, but the horror thing is what got them popular.
Well, I mean, that's what I mean. Keeping the same instrumentals, but changing not doing horror movies, keeping horror themes. Like I said, with The Greatest Story Ever Told, just the theme of that.
True.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
that would be great.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I think they should make
if you're making what I'm saying is, if you're making a new album, like kind of like what Soul Scream 2, like match the vibe to it. You know, try to match it. I'm not saying make another one, but match the vibe like they did with that one. That's what I'm saying. But overall, this album is very good. I was shocked at how good this was. The title track was good, and the beginning of it, the first thing before the interlude or prelude, whatever it was,
Yeah.
it reminded me of Michael Myers. I don't know why. It reminded me of Michael Myers. But overall, great album, and I definitely enjoyed this.
I honestly, God, if they do another album cycle, not Silver Scream related, I think they should make their own horror movie. Make their own horror movie, and the soundtrack is the songs from that movie. Like they make their own
They
movie.
did that too, yeah.
Like like they make their own album. They make the album first, but they make a movie with each song that represents it well. I don't want to compare it to Downfall's High, but that's what MGK did. But I think they could do it better than them because MGK's Downfall's High. I saw that and it was the biggest waste of 50 minutes. Yeah, that's how short the movie. Yeah, short film, pretty much. Yeah, but yeah, it was. I want them to do a horror movie. I could see them doing it. Anyway, John.
Yeah.
What's number 4?
So number 4 for me is King's Disease 2 by Nas. I was not expecting Nas to come out with something new this last year. We could say now. But I listened to this album. I thought it was pretty decent. He's from New York, so I gotta support the local rappers around. I listen to rappers pretty much any state, but this album surprised me. I like one of the songs he did with Eminem on it. There were just a bunch of songs on there that were really good. Like Nas never disappoints. But mostly a lot of his throwback stuff is I think better because that's how most people know him. But yeah, he had a song with Eminem on there. He had a bunch of good features. He had some features on his songs. He also did come out with another album as well. I think it was more like an EP with 9 songs. It was called Magic. I didn't expect him, to come out with some new music, but yeah, number 4 for me is King's Disease by Nas.
All right.
I like Nas.
Yeah.
Tom.
So I remembered that song I was trying to think of earlier, super quick. Peyton Parrish, Make a Man Out of You. That was
Yeah. Oh, finally someone mentioned
that was a
Peyton
good
Parrish.
song. I'm not really a fan of Disney, but that was a good song.
Let's get down to business.
Anyway, my album is Holding Absence.
Greatest mistake in my
number 4.
life.
Yeah, fucking awesome, man. I follow a TikToker called Messina Lexi.
I know Messina. Yeah.
And she's been doing a lot of reviews on them. And they get honorable mentions by her, and I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'll check it out. And instantly, front to back, I was like, oh shit, okay. And yeah, man, I've listened to that album quite a bit. So yeah, Holding Absence, it's number 4.
Dylan.
The fuck was that? It's the collaboration between Cory Wong and God, I cannot speak today. Jesus Christ. So Cory Wong and Dirty Loops put together an album called Turbo. It's this really good funk album. It's really good. What the fuck is that? Yeah. So I'm gonna go figure out whatever the hell that is. So.
Well, what the funk was that?
Yeah,
it sounds like the door just collapsed. I'm gonna go check that out.
Yeah, get out of here. I'll do it even better. Get the fuck out of here. Your album. Seriously, I've been wanting to do that for the past hour because he hasn't said shit. Going to number 3, Maddie.
Number 3, the most anticipated part of my list is Silver Scream Part 2 on the Horrorwood. So I went on a fucking journey with this record. This is actually my first time. Fun fact: being on the MoshCast. This was my first episode. Was reviewing this record, and I gotta tell you, when it was announced, I was kind of trying to keep my expectations as minimal as possible because with the Silver Scream, I feel like it just didn't really age well. Like now, there's just more skippable songs on it, and it's just, I don't know. They did like the most basic movies, and it kind of is just like, we like horror movies. Let's just, make references in songs and stuff, and have metalcore like riffs and things.
Basically.
But with this record, it was so much different. It felt more cinematic. And, like, they listened to what the fans actually fucking wanted. Like, we wanted something that was cinematic. We wanted something that flowed
Told the
so
story.
well together.
Someone that told the story.
Yeah, and we wanted elements of every trick in the book, and we fucking
We
got
got
it.
every
Yeah,
bit.
we got
so
that.
fucking happy. As soon as I heard Assault and Batteries, I'm like, this is, all right, my hopes are a little bit higher now. But there were some songs on here that are skippable. Like, I'm not a fan of Rainy Day. I feel like it's not the worst song of the record. I feel like it's the Savages of the record, where it's, radio rock.
Whoa now.
Meant for Octane and whatever. But I gotta say, my favorites off of that record were Welcome to Horrorwood, Ex Mortis, Funeral Derangements, and so I waited to listen to Funeral Derangements because that single dropped right before the record came out, and I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking wait. And I didn't even listen to the record at all. So my raw reaction is in the video of when I reviewed it. And by God, if I had listened to this when it came out, it would have been my favorite single. And I went on a journey with this song too. My number 2 pick of all the songs is Worst Vacation. That song is so fucking good. I want to hear that live so bad. And no one will ever top this one. My number 1 for that record is Take Your Pick. It is the best fucking song.
Oh, yes.
110%. No song can beat that song.
Seriously. George Fisher, Corpse Grinder.
Phenomenal job.
I love Cannibal Corpse so much, so.
I also think that Spencer's vocals. Okay. I also think that Spencer's vocals have gotten better over time. Like, yeah, we knew he could do like deeper stuff from the Silver Scream, but the fact that he could even keep up with Corpse Grinder himself,
right,
on a song was phenomenal. I think my least favorite off of the record though has to be Fly.
Yes.
It just felt, and I love Attack Attack, old Attack Attack. Let me preface that. I love old Attack Attack.
I love new Attack Attack as well.
But there are some things that should not be brought back. And by that I mean MySpace metalcore should not be brought back. And that is exactly what that song felt like.
Well,
and it was just not my thing. I didn't care for it. It's not my favorite. The chorus was great because they know how to write a good chorus, but like, not my thing. But also, I gotta say, I said this in the review and I'm gonna say it again, Dan carried that fucking record. He fucking carried that shit.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say about that fucking album, about that fucking song, but the only reason why that song sounded like that is because Buddy Nielsen from Senses Fail was on it, and I fucking hate Senses Fail. Anyway, apparently Lucas's reaction, something happened.
On day 1, yeah.
On day 1, yes.
Where the hell did Dylan go?
Something about
He
his
went
workforce.
somewhere.
So this is his message. So the wind blew the front screen door off my house. BRB.
Oh,
Lovely.
no.
Oh my god.
So that might be the last we're hearing.
God.
Right? All right. With that being said, Jason, let's hurry this up. Let's go.
All right, so my next one is Rise Against Nowhere Generation.
We are the Nowhere
Yes!
Generation.
So to me, Tim, who is the singer, he still has it. He still has this sound.
Thank you, Kevin.
And that's what I think was good about this album, is that he still has it in him. So you know what, I enjoy this album. So there was like one song that I was iffy on, but other than that, the album was still enjoyable for me.
Kevin will love you.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Kevin. Core
Rest-
Progression Podcast.
Rest in
Subscribe.
peace, MSOTD rocks. Rest in
Yeah.
peace, Kevin's appendix. Anyway, you guys don't even get that reference.
No one's gonna get that joke.
Nope,
Yeah,
nope.
no one- Well, that joke doesn't even exist anymore. It's you like
Just like
that?
Kevin's appendix.
Oh, whoa, okay.
It doesn't. It's gone.
It's true. All right, Lucas. Wait, I forgot what number we're on. Jesus.
We're on 2. Well,
3.
we're on 3. We're
Three.
about to do 2.
All right, so Lucas, what's your number 3?
No Regeneration by Rise Against.
Hey.
I think I got into that because I was watching your review of that, and you like gave it I think a 10 out of 10. I think you gave it. I think.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'll look it up and see how it is. And you were not wrong. You were not wrong by one bit. This album was great. I love every single one of it. My favorite song off that album was Dead Man. I think it's Dead Man something.
I think it's Dead Man Walking. I think I have the album up right here. Let me take a.
Dead Man Incorporated. I think it's Dead Man Incorporated or something like that. But that one was awesome. And my God, all the songs just like well balanced off this album. What I like about like good songs, near the shorter songs that are great, or they have well balanced songs. There's no like one going off the one side or one going on this side. This album is just like well balanced, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Very excited to see what they're gonna do next. That's all I gotta say.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, Josh, what is your number 3?
This one actually may make Madi happy. Thanks to the MoshCast, this album made my number 3 spot. Beartooth's Below.
Damn right. Damn fucking right.
So,
Ugh.
thanks to Madi,
You're
I got hooked on this band. Oh, okay, Maui, you're welcome.
What
No,
can
no.
they say?
No, it's like a
You
day to
love-
Yeah, oh yeah. All right, so
I quit. I fucking
see
quit.
myself out. I'll
Me
see
too,
myself
Josh.
out.
Like-
Me fucking too. Oh my
So-
god.
as I was fucking saying, after listening to Beartooth on the MoshCast, this album alone just slapped. It was so freaking good. Now Beartooth is one of my favorite bands, thanks to the MoshCast and Madi. So that's why they had to be on the 3 spot, because this album was just so good. I think their lead singer, he's freaking the best. And the guitar work, the drum work, everything about this album just was really a standout. So
Shout out, Caleb.
yeah.
Yeah,
Beartooth
Caleb does
Below.
literally everything.
And Jason, no Beartooth puns. I'm American.
Please. For my sake.
Waiting for Matt. Just for Maddie. For Maddie.
Just for my sake, for this one video.
Matt-
Ask.
For
Okay.
Maddie.
All right.
We won't do it. Just
So yeah, number 3, Beartooth Below.
I love that pick. Seriously, that album was better than it had every right to be. Like I could not believe
Yeah.
how good it was. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, Beartooth's dominating. They really are.
Yeah.
I swear to God, that's not a pun. I swear to God, that's not a pun. I'm being honest. They really are.
Okay.
It's like, oh my gosh, it really makes my skin crawl. Okay, that one.
We couldn't help ourselves.
And oh no, Maddie's fed up with us now.
I mean, overall, this has been a great episode.
Guys,
Oh my
guys,
God.
we need to stop being
Oh,
so
shit.
aggressive. Seriously.
I mean, puns are the answer to everything.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Stop it.
God, Maddie, there's no return for any of this.
No, there will be no return from you. If you
The
keep
past
on
is
fucking
certainly not
fun.
there.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're doing this for the hell of it. All right, that was the last riff. Let's go on and move on to Tom. Number 3.
God. Okay, so my number 3 is Scion's album. That shit fucking rocks, bro. And I watched Jared Dines. I've been watching that guy for a long time.
I love you,
And
Jared.
to know that he's finally got to a band and a place where he's like making music on a bigger scale than YouTube, bro, is fucking awesome. Yeah, Scion slaps, bro. Seriously, check it out if anyone hasn't already. So.
Seriously, that album's personal for me. It's that album's absolute fire.
Like more than myself, Jesus Christ, bro. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I believe that's a good album. Sorry, Maddie. I'm a bad listener. What do you do?
I'm gonna punch you right in the schnoz.
Yeah, you're gonna punch me right in the snot.
Stop
Right in the snot, Maddie? That's disgusting.
The schnoz, right smack dab in the middle.
Right in the in between. All right. I'm gonna end up in a body bag. All right. Wait, no,
Yeah,
you're not gonna hit me in the nose. You're gonna hit me between the. But nope, beating it. Nope, that's not how it goes.
Let's not
Whoa.
make a joke about that song.
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna end up dead afterwards.
I'm always dead at these fucking things.
Hey, ignorance is bliss. What can I say? I have a problem.
I'm gonna punch myself in the schnoz.
All right, one more.
so much devastation is going on right now. This is
Oh,
Stop!
brother.
Don't feed into it.
Hey, that was pretty clever, Tom.
No,
That
that's
was-
one I don't.
Oh,
Oh, the past is not dead.
Yeah.
No jokes about
The past is alive.
Yes.
Overall.
all
Oh
of you after this fucking video.
God! Wait, what are you gonna do? Censor us? Good luck with
I
that.
will do more than censor you.
Yeah,
Alright,
good for you.
Seriously, we have to move on. We gotta move on. Maddie's sick of me. All right.
You're back.
What? I forgot who's next. Oh yeah, Tom just went. All right. Oh yeah, Maddie, you're up. What's your
Round
number
number 2
2?
now. I'm like, can you shut up so I can go?
I know I'm such a loser.
God damn it.
Anyways, number 2 for me is Manic
Yes!
Wage War. It took me a while to listen to this record because I was like, oh, we're gonna review it on the MoshCast, and we never fucking did. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna listen to it then.
Sorry.
And so I listened to it. Jesus fucking Christ. It knocked down Ice 9 Kills for number 2. It was that fucking good. I love this record so much. It was definitely High Horse was the first single that was released, and god damn it, it reminded me so much of Stitch, and that is, first of all, Deadweight is my favorite record of theirs.
Yes.
So to have it have that same feel as Stitch did, oh my god, phenomenal. Teeth, amazing.
Yeah.
It kind of has a story of a broken relationship, which a lot of the records that came out this year kind of have that theme to it, I'm noticing. It has a mix of pressure, but it's more heavier, and that's what I like about this record, is it's kind of taking all of their styles that they've done over the years and put them together, and it had a great flow. Manic was probably my favorite song off of that fucking record. It really kind of, to me at least, kind of relates to mental health, and I fucking loved that. It was a different style for them too. The intro and everything, but it hits right in your fucking face as soon as the chorus hits. Death Roll was very Deadweight and Blueprint vibe, and I fucking loved it. Phenomenal fucking record, and I can't wait to see what they do with their next album. So,
I agree. They really showed their true colors.
they're really good.
You didn't get that joke, did you?
I'm ignoring your puns.
I know. What can I say? I'm on a death roll. But
Julian, get off your high
Anyways,
horse.
Jason's number 2.
I was just about to say that, Tom.
Go ahead, Jason.
All right, Maddie's about to punch me in the teeth. All right, go ahead, Jason.
All right. Oh. Maddie.
Maddie is
Anyways,
And that was a slow burn.
this will probably
they don't
wake
exist
Maddie up.
anymore.
My number 2 spot, Below by Beartooth.
Why is that so low?
And I must say,
What's that?
the breakdowns are the things that blow my mind about this band. Caleb knows what he's doing here.
Damn
The breakouts,
straight.
the instrumentals, the production, everything about this album was mind blowing to me
Yeah,
when I first heard this album.
yeah, they really find a way to make an awesome record.
And I must say,
Yeah.
I never
Learn
hated this
you.
band.
Good for
I
you,
just
man.
pissed on everyone's bonfire, didn't it?
Good
Fucking
for
A.
you. You suffer. Suffer, Maddie, suffer.
I'm always suffering all day, every day.
Yeah, the king of anything.
Wow,
Anyway. All right. Let's go on ahead and move on to Lucas.
Well, that just took a wrong turn. Moving on to
So messed up.
number 2 goes to Below.
Oh my god.
And number 2, I would have. This is the best rock and metal album. I'll say that,
Then why is it not number
but
one?
not rock and metal. This is the best one that they have. But there's one above that I like better. But yeah, overall, I love this album. I listened to this twice, and Julian, not Maddie, but Julian got me into that. Kitty listened to it. He said it was better. It was better than Disease, and I listened to that, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna listen to this myself. And I finished it because of the recording that we did. And I would say the overall album was very good. But my God, the breakdowns in there, the lyrics and the meanings of this were very sick. I love how the meanings are. Like Beartooth always have like good meanings to their songs. And it's just like gets me into because the lyrics and everything just gets me kind of thinking of like to interpret this. Because remember the MoshCast, me and Madi were sharpening the lyrics. Oh, what about that? And then Past is Dead, let me tell you, one of the best songs I heard from Beartooth, in my opinion. But yeah, I definitely did enjoy this record, and I'm wondering what's next for them, and I think they're gonna have a very bright future in 2022.
All right. Josh, what is your number?
So for number 2 for me is Ice Nine Kills, The Silver Screen, Welcome to Horrorwood 2. Honestly, this album tore the roof off. I thought it was better than the first one. I did like Assault and Batteries. Maddie, I did like Rainy Days. I know.
That's fine.
But
I'm not saying you can't.
Run.
Didn't like it.
yeah, I pretty much liked a lot of the songs off the album. I pretty much like the band for a reason because they make a lot of references to a lot of horror movies that we like and stuff. So that's the one thing I like about Ice Nine Kills. They make a lot of horror movie references, and it's very creative that you can make a movie into a song, which is awesome. So I just thought the Spencer Charnas and the band did really well on this album. So yeah, number 2 goes to the Welcome to Horrorwood 2.
All right. And Tom, what is your number 2 before we get into our number 1s?
My number 2 is the new one by Not Loose. I saw them at Aftershock Festival last year, and they fucking kicked ass. Yeah, man, they're so good, and they're just. I remember the lead singer was on stage and he was like, "Hey, we're Not Loose, we're a band from Kentucky, and we like breakdowns," and it's like fucking A. So, yeah, Not Loose is my number 2, dude. It's just fucking heavy hitting. It's good.
Yeah. That EP won me over. It was so good.
I mean, I didn't know whether we were classing EPs and albums together. I don't know whether you just want albums, but I was just like, yeah, Not Loose.
All right. Now it's time to get to our number 1 pick, starting off with Maddie, and I already know.
Anyone who fucking knows me knows my number 1. I mean, I could literally flip the camera and show you my 3 variants of this one record. And that would be it. I'm literally wearing, you can't tell, but I'm wearing the shirt for the band. I'm wearing a color for the album. It's none other than Beartooth Below. I absolutely fucking love this record. It has been number 1 since it came out. I wouldn't say it's better than Disease because Disease has a special place in my heart, but I do think it's their second best record. But I loved that it was different styles instead of just usually one main style that they would do. Again, great intros, great outros, amazing choruses every single fucking time, amazing riffs and breakdowns. And I would think that the best songs off that record is The Past Is Dead, phenomenal fucking song.
Yes.
Fed Up, Dominate. I wasn't expecting to like Dominate as much as I did, but it was fucking phenomenal and really in your face. Phantom Pain is probably my number one favorite song off of that record.
That song was good.
Skin, also fucking incredible. And I can't not talk about this record and not mention the last riff and how different it was.
Yeah.
Out of all of the records they've done, it has been the most different outro. The most different outro that they've done, and I absolutely fucking love it, and I kind of hope that they do something like that more often, and I know that's how they close their shows out, and it's fucking amazing, and I love it, so that's my number one pick.
Yes. Okay, Jason.
Number one for me is Welcome to Horrorwood, Silver Scream 2 by Ice9 Kills. Now, when I first heard that this album was announced, I have been hyped for it since. And of course, we had a good time reviewing it on the MoshCast. Yes, and yeah, so there's only one song that was not a standout, and that's Fly. But otherwise, the rest of the album was phenomenal for me. Like, it's so good. It blows my mind that a band like Ice9 Kills can make music based on horror movies or literature, if that's how you fucking say it. Elements and yeah, I
God fucking damn it.
overall enjoy this.
And once again, we're staring at Maddie's ceiling.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to charge my phone. Everything's in
High
mess.
ceiling.
Yes,
High
I have on my
ceiling.
ceiling.
Surprising it's not purple.
Okay, I don't think I would get away with a purple ceiling. Okay.
So yeah, that's my list for my best album.
Yeah, Waze wasn't fed up.
What's your number one?
My number one is An Even with Silk Sonic by Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. And here's the reason why. I've been a big fan of Bruno Mars since 2013. And I would get Road Grenade. I would all the old stuff as well. Don't Forget Magic was pretty good too. But his vocals in this one, my God, I didn't expect him to be this good. And the one he collabed with, I think it was Anderson .Paak he collabed with. My God, it was good too. I like how there's only like 9 or 10 songs off this album. I like how it's shorter and not longer songs. That's what I like about this album. It's not short. It's not long songs at all. It's just short and just simple, which a lot of people should do now. Like, make it short and simple, and don't make it 24 songs. Donda. Anyways,
That was 24
but yeah,
songs.
this album was very good. Smoking Out the Window was one of my favorites. Leaving the Door Open. After Last Night was one of my favorites too. And yeah, this album was my album of the year, no doubt. I want to get this on vinyl. Like this one was just like short and simple and just good vocals in there, and I enjoyed it. And I think that they should collab again for sure because these two killed it for sure.
All right, Josh, what is your number one album?
So I have an honorable mention, which is the same album as Lucas, An Evening with Silk Sonic. That's one of my honorable mentions. And honestly, you can't go wrong because I said before Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars work so well together. And a lot of the songs were great. I like how it's very like funky music, so that's my honorable mention. But my real number one album is an album that I was hyped for since the beginning, and that's J. Cole, The Off Season. That album was so overhyped, in my opinion. I mean, in a good way, because J. Cole's last everybody was asking J. Cole if he was gonna make a new album, if he was gonna come out with new music and stuff like that, because his last album was 2018 KOD. That was like his last album by himself, kind of. He did come out with an album with Dreamville in 2020, but a lot of people were waiting for J. Cole to come out with a new project and some new work. I personally thought this was the best. I thought this was his best album yet. One of my favorite songs is Pride is the Devil with him and Lil Baby. I just think that song is. But J. Cole was very creative with this album, because if you look at the songs, like they're not like spelled in one word. They're spelled like it's like one word space, and like with a dot and stuff. I thought that was very creative with that. And then I liked a lot of the features he had. 21 Savage, of course. You have Lil Baby, because he's one of the hottest rappers in the world. So yeah, number one is J. Cole, The Off Season, because it was a very overhyped album. Fans were very impatient, and I thought it was really good. Like it was like his best album in my opinion. So I gave that the number one spot.
All right. And Tom, what is your number one?
My number one album is Spirit Box, Eternal Blue. Now, let me tell you about Spirit Box real quick. For that to be their like debut album, like full length album, and they just fucking blow it out of the water. Courtney's vocals are fucking ridiculously good. Like she's got such a unique scream. And like their songs Holy Roller, Blessed Be, Circle with Me, and the list goes on, man. Like for that to be their debut album, and they just fucking killed it, man. Yeah. And it's a female leaded band. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get some more like female led bands out there, man. Like they need to, we've had like classic bands that are female led, like Paramore, Hailstorm, the Pretty Reckless and stuff like that. Let's get some fucking metal in there as well. Do you know what I mean? And Spirit Box are really, really gonna take it to a new level, man. I fucking love that album. Yeah,
we're reviewing Spirit Box Eternal Blue in February, so.
We are.
Hopefully.
All right. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. So, what do you guys say? Should we move on to the MoshCast Hall of Fame?
Let's go.
Yes, go.
Let's do it.
Very, very excited for this.
This has been hyped up for a while.
Been hyped up for a while. This has literally been a year in the fucking making, and we're gonna plan on making this a yearly thing as well. So yeah, this is gonna be some pretty interesting picks. A lot of us have not been on some of these episodes, but a lot of us have been on these. So I'm just gonna go down the list, and we're just gonna talk about them. So basically, how the MoshCast Hall of Fame works is if your album gets a overall 10 out of 10 from every single member on the episode, that means you're in the Hall of Fame. So starting off, the first one is Alison Chains with Dirt. So I was the only person in this group of people right now that was on that episode. And it's such a classic, like one of the best records of all time. That's in my top 10 favorite records of all time. And for good reason. That album is fucking incredible. And just overall. And Lane Staley, I fucking miss you. Anybody got some words on Alison Chains' Dirt?
Nope, I was not there. I wasn't even part of the MoshCast that time.
None of you guys were.
I've never actually listened to that album, so I'll give it a listen.
Yes. All right. Next up, The Black Parade, My Chemical Romance.
That was my first appearance ever.
100% deserved.
That album was a banger. Like, fun fact, that was my first appearance ever on the MoshCast.
That's right. And wait, I was about to say, was that Josh's first appearance? But no, that will be coming up in a little bit.
Mine was so bad.
Da-da-da. Don't say it yet. All right. Next up is 1X by 3 Days Grace.
Of course.
What was that? What's that episode of the feature only you and Evan?
That was only me and Evan. Yeah, that's right.
And
Yeah,
shout out to Evan. We miss him.
Shout out to Ronald Van Donald, our resident McDonald's worker. Next
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Julian.
Lucas.
That record, man, that was one of the best 3 Days Grace records, and all the songs there was good. Like my favorite in there was Never Too Late and Pain. Never Too Late was sad, but my God, Adam's vocal.
Yes. This next one's actually a very surprising one. Outsider by 3 Days Grace is in the Hall of Fame this year. Yeah, that got a resounding 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's right. That was such a banger.
Yeah. I could definitely say when it comes to this new 3 Days Grace record, Explosions, I'm a little bit hesitant on it because I did not like So Called Life. But Outsider, this was a very personal record for Matt. I mentioned a bunch of the meanings on that review, and it's a very personal record for him. And I love that record so much, and I actually have it on vinyl. But yeah, I love it because how personal Matt gets and how much better Matt's songwriting has gotten on that record specifically. But the songwriting on So Called Life, I just like to forget. Anyway, next up is Below by Beartooth.
Of course.
Of
Yes.
course,
Let's go.
My boy.
100% deserved. We already pretty much said why, so it's on all our lists. So, what do you got to say, Tom?
I'm intrigued. I want to see the wall, Maddie. I want to see
Oh,
the.
hold up. Let me clean my space really quick. You keep talking. I got this.
All right.
I'm super
Well,
intrigued.
Well, next up is Master of Puppets by Metallica.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
God damn.
A classic album.
Was there ever any doubt, though? Was there ever any
Oh,
doubt?
God,
All I'm gonna
that
say
was
is that it's a classic.
100% classic.
And AJ fell asleep on that episode, so
That's right.
I will never.
like, bruh.
Are we ready?
I'm ready. We're ready.
Oh, yes, we're ready.
Yeah.
Okay, again, don't
See
mind
it.
the best, but this is the infamous Beartooth wall. I just added these two to my collection, and it is complete. This is not Beartooth. This is a test press that I won from someone from Beartooth. But yeah,
Okay.
that is the
That
infamous
is so cool.
wall.
I love that.
That's fucking awesome.
Badass.
All
Now
right.
we are staring at Maddie's ceiling again.
No, you won't.
Give her a minute. All right. Next up, another classic, Dio, Holy Diver.
Yes.
Love that album.
God, me, Lucas, and Jason, we were just vibing to that album. All right. All right. Okay, this next one, Jason will definitely agree on because it was just me and him that episode. Gang Signs and Prayers by Stormzy.
Yeah, Stormzy.
One of the best, in my opinion, one of the best rap albums that we listened to on this page.
That was a
And
good
he's
one.
British.
And he's British, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm also very
And one of
excited.
the best UK rappers out there.
100%. And new records coming out in 2022, so I'm very excited for that. So next up, we have Warning by Green Day.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, I was not on there. Just you and Evan.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just me and Evans. Yes. Oh God, here we go.
Oh boy.
You guys ready? Next up is Tickets to My Downfall, MGK.
I'm surprised we still included that.
How is that 10 out of
Which
10?
is
That's what I'm saying.
Here's the thing.
Which was my first episode, sadly.
Yeah, that was Josh's first
Boo-hoo.
episode. Here's the thing.
Josh, I'm
Well,
so
here's the
sorry.
thing. It was a different time. Our tastes have gotten better since then. Trust me, they have. I mean, look at the recent episodes. Our tastes have gotten better. But my God, this album did not age well. It does not sound good. The lyrics suck. MGK cannot sing. And that's all I'm going to say. This does not deserve to be on this. But
MGK.
this album does not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, but rules are rules. It got a resounding 10 out of 10. So let's go ahead and move
And fuck that guy now.
for real. Fuck him. Anyway, next up is Daughtry's self-titled album.
Oh, yeah.
Classic, dude. Fuck it.
Daughtry's cool.
It was just me and Evan that episode, I believe.
Code Orange, Underneath.
Yes.
That was such a fun
100%.
episode.
Yeah,
It was.
my first time ever crowd killing on an episode.
Metal Rock Abuse was on there too. Shout out to him.
Shout out to Max. Yes.
Shout out to Max.
We miss you, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, you'll appreciate this one, Jason. Next up is Around the World and Back by State Champ.
Yes.
That's me and you were just on that episode because no one else wanted to join.
Probably one of the best pop punk bands out there right now.
I agree.
And
All right.
I agree.
My favorite band.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Next up is Scars by I Prevail.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I
yes.
remember- That was like a replacement episode that we did.
Yeah, it was a replacement for American Idiot because Evan wouldn't show up.
He was asleep.
Anyway, next up is Nevermind by Nirvana. That's
Oh,
That was
Lord.
me, Lucas,
Love
and
that.
our friend Wyatt.
I love Nirvana, dude. God, if Kurt Cobain was still alive today.
They'd
oh
still be
the
making
songs he
bangers.
could have been, the songs he would have written if he was still alive, man.
Oh my god.
All right. Next up is Babymetal, self-titled.
Fun
Oh,
fact, that's
yeah.
our most viewed video.
Most viewed video, man.
Most viewed video.
1,000
Ever.
views, bro. Yeah.
Yes. Next up, we have Painkiller by Judas Priest.
Never listened to that.
Yes,
That was such a good one.
Self-explanatory.
pretty self-explanatory. Two more guys. Next up is Straight Outta Compton by NWA. Thanks to my man.
Yes.
Thanks to Jaden.
Such a classic, such an iconic album. And finally, last but not least, Maddie's gonna love this one. Aggressive by
I
Bear
think
2.
Disease also get a 10 out of 10. I could have sworn Disease got a 10 out of 10.
I think someone gave it a 9 out of 10.
I don't remember this. That's probably why I don't remember
But
that.
she's gonna hunt them down
Hold on.
and find
Wait,
them.
I know it was just you, Jason, and Lucas, right? Or was AJ?
I think AJ was here too, but I don't
That's
remember.
probably why I didn't get in. So
Wow.
But yeah, aggressive. That
Thanks,
was
AJ.
that was so recent and
You know
that was
what?
fun.
since AJ's not here today, Beartooth, Disease, welcome to the MoshCast Hall of Fame. So you could say all of Beartooth's records are in the
So
Hall.
far, we still have the Sick EP and Disgusting to review.
And we have a bunch more albums to come in 2022. So hopefully more will be added.
Yep.
And we will talk about them at the end of 2022.
And fun fact, on the aggressive episode, AJ danced.
Yep.
Oh, and
Twice.
It was amazing.
He danced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He danced. to
Yeah.
one of the songs.
go back to that episode. You guys see AJ dance. It was fucking, I don't know,
It was funny.
cringe. It was cringe.
All right.
He
Well-
danced like Pat McAfee when Shinsuke Nakamura comes out.
No
Oh,
more. This
shut
isn't
up.
Crash and Burn. Shut up. All right. Ladies and
Wrong
gentlemen.
podcast.
Yeah, wrong podcast. Wrestling sucks. Anyway, I'm saying that. I'm joking. It's just WWE sucks. No one cares about them. I forgot where we were. Oh yeah, outros. Let's go ahead and go around, tell everyone where they could find us, tell them the shit we're going to be doing in the future, and I'll announce some cool things happening for the MoshCast in the future. So yeah, Jason, you go ahead, go first.
Thanks for watching our first episode of 2022 here on the MoshCast. Album reviews will come back this coming week when we start out with Life Starts Now by 3 Days Grace. And yeah, thanks for watching, and subscribe to Cinematic Analysis, Crash and Burn, and here. And yeah, let's have a great year for the MoshCast, and fuck the Omicron variant.
Yes, exactly. Tom.
Thank you very much for watching this very first video of 2022. It's been a fun one. There's been a lot of great music last year, and hopefully the same will be for 2022. Looking forward to some new releases and some reviews. Catch us on Instagram and TikTok. Links are in the description. Make sure you like and subscribe. Share this with the people that you know and love and care about the most. And yeah, rock on, brothers and sisters. Fuck.
Yes. Lucas.
Okay. Excuse me. Thank you guys for watching this episode of the MoshCast. The first episode of 2022, man, we just went by. But what was I gonna say? But also check out Cinematic Analysis and Crash and Burn, as I said before. Links down below from my Instagram. Nothing like that. Except for 2022 for new chapter. I'm graduating this year. So so I'm definitely excited for that. Yeah, fuck you. But anyways,
How?
okay,
How are you graduating?
high school. But anyways,
That's shocking.
but yeah, that's all I gotta say pretty much. Stay tuned for new albums that we're gonna do as well. And that's all I gotta say. So see y'all later and rock on.
Yes. Surprised you're graduating because of all the dumb shit you do on this podcast.
They don't know.
I'm shocked. I'm not surprised they don't know because none of my friends know I do this. So, yeah. Thank you, high school friends, for being the best friends ever.
Can't relate.
Yeah, thank you for being so supportive.
Yeah. Say like, oh, good luck with your life decisions. Yeah, thanks a lot, private school. Anyway, Josh. Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching the loudest podcast in all of fucking music, the MoshCast. We hope you guys enjoyed our year in review for best and worst albums, songs, etc. Where you guys can find us, you may ask. You guys can find us on Instagram. You guys can find us on Twitter. You guys can find us on YouTube, where you can check out our daily episodes. And you guys can check out Madi on Twitch. You guys can check out Julian's IGTV content. You can check out me on Twitch, my YouTube channel. But all that stuff's down below. I don't want to say everything because then I'll be talking about me writing a fucking novel. So everything's down below in the description. Check it out. Stay tuned for what we have in 2022. More album reviews, more interviews, you name it. We're going to have it all on all 3 podcasts, episodes. And yeah, be sure to be subscribed, have the bell on, and yeah, we'll see you guys in our next episodes on all 3 podcasts, wherever that may be. And yeah, see you guys soon. Rock on.
Yes. And Maddie.
Thank you guys so much for watching our year in review of 2021's best and worst albums and songs of that year. Appreciate it very much. You can find me obviously on the MoshCast and Cinematic Analysis, which we are actually watching our next movie right after this. And me and Julian are the most excited for this one, most anticipated for this one. Won't say what it is yet. You'll have to find out in the next Cinematic Analysis episode, which comes out this next week. Very excited. Like Josh said, I stream on Twitch. You can find me on Instagram, the link below, and then go from there to find all my other links. We have actually talked about doing some a little series on the MoshCast that I won't get into just yet. I'm sure we'll announce it at some point, but I'm very excited. I think it'll be fun. And we do have some interviews planned. Not sure when, but they're in the works. Very excited about that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it big time. Like, subscribe, rate. I don't know if rate's still a thing anymore, but it was
No,
when
it's
I was
not.
watching it too. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Don't just.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a great time.
And before I get to mine, Instagram.
Yeet.
There we go. All right. Now on to my shit. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the MoshCast. I know I barely said shit, but that's perfectly fine because I talk too much. And
That's more than Dylan.
yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks to for nothing.
He did put his list in here, but nobody read it off.
Oh, I guess I can read it. I'll read it. I'll read his. Where is his list? Okay, here I'm gonna say it like him. All right. Number 5 is Moderately Fast, Adequately Furious by Bulb. Corey Wrong, Dirty Loop, Turbo. See, we have Dune, Hans Zimmer. Let's see. Oh, we have In the Court of the Dragon by Trivium, and A View from the Top of the World by Dream Theater. I do agree with that Dream Theater record. That was pretty good. And also, Dylan, hope you're doing all right. Hope you get your screen door back on after the wind blew it fucking off. And don't let the screen door hit you on the ass on the way out. So,
Yes.
yeah. But like I said, Thank you for watching the MoshCast year in review. We got more album reviews coming up. We have a lot more shit coming up. More stuff on cinematic analysis. Very excited for that. We won't say what the movie is until it's out, but we're very excited. Me and Maddie specifically. But also, I want to give a big shout out to Kevin from the Corporation Podcast. Rest in peace, MSOTD. We miss you.
In the arms
Oh,
Come back. Come
I
back.
knew you were going there, but I didn't want to say it. But yeah, we got some cool stuff coming up. We have some more interviews, a very special one, which I am proud to announce right now. We're going against Mosh Talk, motherfuckers. We're excited.
Yes.
MoshCast,
Hell yeah.
MoshCast versus Mosh Talk is currently in the works. I'm going to be talking with Erica and Weena and all of them in about a couple days about it, so we can get everything planned.
And we will have a judge.
And we will have a judge talking through the whole thing, and that will be Kevin from the Corporate Podcast. He'll be rejoining us. It's gonna be a giant episode. I don't know who's all gonna join, but that's probably gonna be a Zoom thing. So maybe, I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's in the works. And as for me, I am on IGTV all the time. Got some more content coming out. First album review of the year is going to be for Under Oath, and let's just say I know there is another album review coming very, very soon that I have been going to start hyping up pretty soon with some little promo videos that Madi knows about and Kevin's going to be a part of. I'm not going to say what it is. Let's just say it involves a certain someone from a certain Christian rock band that we reviewed on this channel. And it's, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to show the
I
video.
know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm going to show you
Is
my wonderful acting. So here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
It is. I know it.
Oh my god.
Julian's having
See?
nightmares.
Oh, it is. Oh, I know who it is.
This is my first promo video.
Leave me alone.
Let Julian sleep.
Yeet.
Damn it.
Yep, you saw it. Skillet Dominion review is going to be coming in February.
Julian really said yeet.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a bit. Yeet.
Yep. And by the way, that the thing I threw, I recorded with my phone, so I literally just had my phone case. Just took it off and just, fuck it. Because I didn't want to throw my actual phone.
Yeah, let's not do that.
And almost, like, I have my bathroom door open, so it almost fell in the sink. So that would have been bad. Well, it's just my case. I can easily just, fix that. But anyway, yep, those reviews are going to be coming very soon.
When does the Elimination Chamber and discography review stuff return?
About
Yeah.
that. Discography checks are not coming back.
Oh.
I'm sorry, guys.
In the
I know you guys-
arms of-
An angel.
Rest in peace, discography checks.
I know you guys really loved those. I know you guys really enjoyed those videos, but those were just a pain in the ass to make. And as for elimination layers, that's probably not going to come back either.
In the arms.
Of an angel.
Oh, well, there they goes.
But I'm not. That's the elimination layer is going away. That's not 100% certain, but it's most likely going to be the case. But discography checks are never coming back. I'm sorry, guys. I know you guys love.
We're
I'm
gonna let
sorry.
you down.
Maddie, shut the fuck up.
Hey, you pulled puns on me at the last minute when you said you wanted.
Okay, you know what? You're right. I deserve
Yeah.
this.
Let me meme if I want to.
Yeah, you can meme. But hopefully I do have some other type of stuff coming out. I am thinking, but I actually I do have some stuff that you guys can look forward to in 2022 from me. more album reviews, obviously. I am collaborating with Kevin of the Core Progression Podcast on his page sometime soon. MoshCast meets Mosh Talk is happening. New series ideas, but I have in parentheses not guaranteed. I don't know. But more concert coverage videos for sure. More episodes of the Cinematic Analysis and much more live streams. So expect that from me in 2022. And as usual, subscribe to the channel, like our videos, please share our videos. And I'm very happy to be on here. And thank you so much for being with us on our first episode of 2022. And as usual, that's Jason, that's Lucas, that's Madi, that's Tom, that's Josh, and I'm Julian. We'll see you guys next time. And you are in for
For Mosh.
See you next time.
MoshCast.